Yes, boys, we're fucking back. Just dropped the old ball and chain off at work. 6:22 in the morning. No cunt on the road. It's good. Portfolio's at about 100k. I haven't really been that active recently. Been on the sesh actually for a couple of days, which is a rarity these days. But fuck, everything falls apart, doesn't it? The wheels fall off. So, not too many changes been made. Added to the trading account. The ETH trade, it was looking good over the weekend. It's still looking good. The OBV is still leading the way, and it looks like it's just retesting the support. And yeah, we should be on. So, added a fair bit to that. Got 37k USDT in there now, so we've added that a bit more to that. ZKMLs, they're all pretty much in the same spot as they were. There's literally no updates in price. TRWA looks like it's poised for a move higher. Looks like it's about to break out a bit. Added some additional funds which I've not included in this portfolio. The things like Gradient, Taobot, a few other bits and bobs here and there. But I wanted to keep it below 100k because I started with 76 and I was going to do 100k to $1 million US, which is what I'm going to do. Have faith. Have faith. Faith is the ability to believe something without seeing evidence, without physical evidence in front of you. See, everyone gets doubt. Everyone gets a lot of doubt when the price action doesn't match their expectation. I see it all the time. And it's called the emotional whipsaw. And we've got to learn to detach from that completely, especially with crypto, because this is a complete emotional game. And you've got to look beyond that. You've got to stick. You've got to obviously put the work in, and then try different techniques that remove the emotion as much as you can. You're always going to have emotion to a degree. But overall, I think the market's looking pretty good. Others versus Bitcoin, which is all the altcoins, excluding the top 10. So all alts, excluding the main ones, versus Ethereum, and then the chart versus Bitcoin, same story. They both look like they want to move higher. They both look like major high time frame support. And that's good because most time, in fact every single time that it's gravitated back to that range, we've seen big expansive moves higher. And I don't think this time is going to be any different with that. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance is still just falling over. A lot of the charts substantiate that we're looking for a move higher in alts, so positioned accordingly. Couple of trades on, mainly just ETH. A lot of the spot stuff. Someone messaged me yesterday about ZKML and asking whether I was concerned that they don't have huge trading volume in comparison to another token called Vert AI, which is similar market cap, similar sort of niche narrative, both AI coins, and the trading volume for Vert is about 800k, which is massive compared to the 50k. You know, it's like 16 times the trading volume of ZKML then, when you put it that way. And the reason I'm not overly concerned is because with a lot of these tokens, a lot of that stuff can be sort of falsified anyway. But I don't think theirs is, and I'm not saying Vert AI have falsified the volume in any way. Even if they'd falsified half of it, they've still got 8 times the size, the trading volume that ZK have got. So yeah, it's still very appealing in that regard. And yeah, they've been listed on a few exchanges. ZK is just listed on Weeks Exchange, but the volume, I haven't included the volume in that 50k just because it's pretty insignificant. But overall, I think the sweet spot to catch the big moves on these things, you want to have like an uptick in trading volume. But because what happens is, if people start bidding a token that's got a lot of trading volume, the trading, for it to move higher, I guess what I'm saying is, if there's less trading volume, the price action can be aggressive in either direction. So what you want is a slight uptick in trading volume. Otherwise, you know, the price action for Vert AI is less prone to a sell-off, so it's more stable. Whereas with ZK, you'll see how aggressive it is. It pumps like fuck. Then often you'll see it'll retrace hard as well. And that's when you want to be looking at selling. When you want to be looking at selling, sorry, you want to be just cautious of that, because you can also crash price. People get confused between the market cap and liquidity and everything. The liquidity is completely different. They're both similar liquidity. There's about $1.8 million on there. They're about 20 million market cap, around that sort of figure. So all those metrics are very similar. But the volume is, you know, the bit that I've just wanted to mention there. Other than that, I am probably going to add another 10k Australian to this pot, and then that will be it for this challenge. And just trying to assess which one to add, because I see like big high caps like Doge look very optimistic and appealing here, and they've had little moves higher. I think we're just going through a bit of a consolidation chop now, and then we see some interesting moves. We've not seen any of that so far. Bitcoin's putting all-time highs, ETH's putting all-time highs, and it's just chopping around all-time high. We've not seen those runs where Bitcoin made from, you know, the 0.618 when Bitcoin was at like 48k, and then that run from there where it consolidated up to all-time highs and had all the chop, and then it retested the all-time high and then moved on higher to the 1.618 and all that. We've still got all that to come for Ethereum. So people, you know, get, or they just don't realize, or they're just not very optimistic on it. Could be a number of reasons, but we've got all those exciting times to come. And yeah, it's had like 7 points, which I'll see if I can find the chart and put it on the screen. There was a tweet that I saw from Crypto Amsterdam, I think, where he shared this, and it was like, this is exactly where we are with Ethereum. So we've got all that stuff to look forward to. So exciting times ahead. We've not even seen Total 3 we've not seen Total 3 go for the highs yet, so that will be next. And then we've got others, and then we've got all the shit coins. My neck of the woods. But yeah, you can use those as proxies to determine where we're going, or you can just use the individual chart. I think the US, when you chart any crypto token using the USD chart, has its flaws for obvious reasons. You know, you don't want to be in US dollars anyway, but really you want to be charting things versus other strong coins. That way you're going to build more confluence and build a much better case as to why that specific token looks like it wants to run. Anyway, I'll share a few charts. Hope everyone's doing well. I saw some fucking psycho just up the road here, actually, in West End the other day. He had a knife. We were walking the old Wolf yesterday morning. This cunt had a fucking big kitchen knife. I was thinking, fuck, with all the chaos we've been seeing in the world lately. Walked past him and I was just thinking, fuck, I'm gonna have to do something. I went and grabbed his knife off him. There was some little psychopath in a, he was in a duvet, like a fucking sleeping bag. Not far from here, actually. A brand new kitchen blade. It was like that big thing. I went and just took it and put it in the bin. I was half expecting him to like wake up and go all fucking chaos. Don't know what these people do around here, but they're all fucking, there's a fair few meth addicts. But most people are nice. Most people are good, so you've got to remember that. Anyway, yeah, that's the update for now. I'm off to the UK tonight, actually. And then when we get back, I'm only there for like a week or so, and then get back from the UK, and I'm flying to Thailand for the CCI, Crypto Consultant Institute trading event in Koh Samui, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I'll be keeping an eye on the markets. Might give you a bit of an update when we're over in the UK. And yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know if you watch this all the way through. Yeah, I might start doing a few little challenges here and there, but yeah, leave us a comment, drop a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate anyone who's been watching these videos. Thanks for watching, love you all, and bye for now.